All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to probably the first PlayStation 2 game that I ever got that I can remember off of the top of my head, which is Jak and Daxter and the Precursor Legacy. PlayStation came out with a bundle for it recently, and I picked it up because I got some PSN cards for Christmas, and I wanted to share some gameplay of you of one of my favorite platformers. And so let's just get started. New game. Memory card. Yeah, because there's no memory card. God, memory cards are such a thing of the past.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
And there's the Daxter that we know and love.
I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Because I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
God, I forgot how funny these lines were. That's the only reason why I didn't talk, was because I hate talking through cutscenes. Surprisingly enough, the graphics still look pretty good.
Are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange. This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Alright. Here come the dance moves.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
I will not be going for 100 and I think it's 120 precursor or power cells, even though I know it unlocks like a hidden door at the end of the game. I just don't feel like I'm not a completionist like some other people. So just as a power cell. Come back. One of my favorite ones that they do is he flips it behind his back and then Daxter slam dunks it into his backpack.
You can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
I've become speed demon.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
Yeah. Oop. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come here, fishy. Ow. Oops. Oh, did that send me back to the beginning? God dang it, yes it did. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the controls again. Has been, what, 10 plus years since I played this game? So, been a while. Got it. I know that I gotta go over here though, because there's the fountain. Alright, let's grab this.
Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Gotta go fast. Ricky Bobby.
Good work. The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
Jump up.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
Or snot balls. There, I believe, if I remember correctly, there are 50 precursor orbs in this area.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Yep, there we go. Woohoo. Ah, dang it, he didn't do it. I think he only does it at certain ones, but by far my favorite one is when he does the backwards throw. Back through the portal we go.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you...
Get out of here!
Out of here!
It's pretty crazy that I can still remember the lines from this game, even though it's been 10 years, and I remember that this is the best line out of the entire game.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
I love that line. Rule number 1, don't date animals. There's so much stuff to do. It's just crazy how much like a game when it first came out had so much stuff to do in it in comparison to others.
Flies are always in red boxes.
Because over there is the Forbidden Forest. Let's talk to the mayor.
No, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Sorry, don't have that, bucko. I knew that there was a crate in here. Yeah, it's right here. Alright, it's number 2.
Monsters of power.
I remember seeing one at the beach down here. So I'm gonna go talk to, I think it's the stone carver guy who wants his muse.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
Oh, we will be once I get access to the boat. All right, let's go across the beach. Get wrecked. Alright. What's really cool is just everything is so interconnected in this place. Is this... Can I go in this house? No. Oh, stupid dog. So, like, I need to go to the Forbidden Forest to get to turn on the power, as well as, and there's a snake thing here, as well to start bringing power back to the town, as well as that's where the blue eco fountain that Kira was talking about before. That's where I unplug it, which lets me get up there, which gives me another power cell. Now I gotta take out the stupid pelican, which I can do. I can do it with the bomb thing, but this is funny too. 'Cause it pukes it up. I'm gonna
Quick!
go.
We have to get to the power
after it.
cell before the pelican scoops it up again.
Oh, didn't want to die. Because there's a cannon up there that I can control, and I can shoot a bomb at the pelican and blow it up, which is pretty funny. So I've already gotten 6. So let's go unclog these things. Forgot how much fun this game was. So power cell. Once I finish unclogging these things. Then there's the bird that I can get, which is up there. There's the egg, which gives me the bird later in the game. I can use it to ride in certain parts of the game. I'm talking like most people have played this game, because most people have, but if you haven't, then I apologize, but I will explain everything as I go. Like down here, to get the scout fly up there, you got to duck punch to move the pillars up. And as a general rule of thumb, it's not for when you're talking to people. It's 90. Like if they want you to buy a precursor orb from them, it's 90. And if it's one of the precursor statues, which I will show later, it's 120. So let's go up here. Because this allows me to get up here. And I know my brother's favorite part of the game is coming up in just a second, which I will show you. Oh. And if you spin while you're in the air, it gives you allows you to stay in the air a little bit longer. Because oh, ow. Did not mean to do that. See, there's a vent here that's plugged up that I can unlock later, which activates that jump pad. Now for this part, I actually have to chase the seagulls, which is kind of funny, which will get me another power cell. Oh, I've already gotten 5 of those things? Yeehaw. Let's grab this power cell. Doing a robot. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Out of all these games, though, the third one is my favorite. I just love the story of it, and the gun. All the guns are.
Power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Because somehow.
Wow! They caused an avalanche. Let's check it out.
90 of the precursor orbs, I can buy another power cell from Roger. Which I will show, because it's right up this area here. The bird watcher lady. That's how I played. I've already played it. As just the times, and I've gotten better as a game. Oh, that's 6 of them.
Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
Go to her house. That's easy.
Oh my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
Mama.
Oh no! No, 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 no!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys, I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Down. All right, so I'm going to head towards the. Boat. Yeah. The power conduit thing to restore power to the town. And the thing is over here. Right over here. That requires 120 cursor orbs. Now for this guy, oh, I can grab this real quick. He wants his dang yak cows.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Alright. Come on, Miss Yak Cow. Mush. Oh. There might be 5. Oh no. We'll find out once I get them all in. That's 2. Smack that booty. Get in there. Dude. And oh, Weasty.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Still haven't seen the favorite. That's where I hope you all enjoy my playthrough of Jak and Daxter. And if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next